Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You said there wouldn't be any more crypto vlogs for a while. What's going on with the market? Is the market dead? Are we dead? Are you dead? No, I'm right here. My car's not dead, thankfully. So, sorry, I might have to talk over the air conditioning. Today is the crypto vlog for July 27th, 2019, in the day of our crypto lord, and I want to take a minute to talk about life. Like, I know this vlog is broadcast all over the world in the third world, and a lot of you, it's very difficult to find jobs and employment in your countries, and the pay isn't great, so that's why it makes so much sense to try to catch pumps and trade crap, valuable tokens, cryptocurrency, whatever you want to call it. But then we look at the first world, like Singapore and China. I guess you could call that, what, a hybrid first, second world? China, second world? France, Europe, United States, Canada, Mexico. Not really. But anyway. But Brazil, is it still the 9th largest economy? I don't know. And so why do you need to trade? You can just get a job. Like, the odds are against you trading crypto. Unless you're in those pumps, you're in those Huobi pumps, those IEOs on Binance and Huobi and other exchanges. The FTX IEO coming up on Monday. There's a lot of different ways to game the system, but in general, you're all gonna lose money. 90% of people, maybe half the people in Tick are gonna lose money because it's just a market that keeps sucking us out, okay? The market's down. We were going up for a while, and then after we hit 14K, we had another fake out to 13K, and we're just multiple fake outs. So it's really hard to trade these tokens, whatever you want to call them. But if you have a system, then you should do it. When Bitcoin's sideways, they go up a little bit. There's not a lot of liquidity anymore, but you can still scalp like 0.01 at a time, 0.02. That's $200 as long as Bitcoin stays above 10K. Oh wait, Bitcoin finally broke 10K today. I say finally, it's been trying to get its ass above 10K for the last few weeks, but it went down to 9,400, I think, 9,350. It's floating around there. So I don't know. I think a lot of people are expecting 8K now. 8,700's out of the question. We're gonna go lower. 8K, 7K even. I think 6K is gonna be a front run, but 7,500 is gonna be a huge bounce zone, because that was the original bounce. Once we hit like 9,300, we dipped and bounced at 7,500. So 7,500 is gonna be a huge zone. The first big bounce, I think, is gonna come at like 86 to 8,800. The CME gap was at 8,450, but whatever. There should be like a medium-term gap in the next bounce in the next month. So that should be interesting, but we'll get rejected at 10K again, of course. And then any other news? So the FTX IEO again is on Monday. So even though the market cap's going to be like $50 million on launch, it shouldn't be terrible for you to buy in and make a little money, but it's hard to judge because it's a brand new exchange. Oh, and oh my god. Okay. And you should be shorting on that new exchange, FTX. So get verified, do your KYC, have your Indian friend do KYC for you, have your Russian or Romanian friend do KYC. So get your KYC, start trading, and open up a bear shit leverage trade. So the bear shit index, the medium 36 medium market coins. So short those. And then there's a 3x. There's like a 3x, another 3x index that you can short. So that's a good way to hedge yourself. So when you're trading alts, as long as you're short, you can pretty much pick alts at will, and you'll always be hedged, minus the falling price of Bitcoin, of course. But definitely, if you can afford it, get 50% of your port. Please don't exit a scam. In the FTX exchange, that's ftx.com. After you complete your KYC, you're free to trade. And you can trade freaking any strategy you want at will, because you'll be 50% hedged short. And you won't see tremendous gains, but you won't see tremendous losses either when the market crashes, other than Bitcoin falling. So whatever you like to play, IEOs and BitThumb wallet plays, or just the Huobi scam pumps. The Chinese love to pump Huobi. Huobi is a Chinese exchange. It's a Chinese word. It means, I think, like some sort of money. I don't know, just investment, money, opportunity. I don't know. So get on Huobi if you want the mega pumps. I'm still looking for correlations. It would be awesome if someone did a spreadsheet of all the pumps and what they were correlated, if there's any correlation for those giant pumps like UUU to 10x. EGT was pumping before on, I forgot whatever exchange it was on before it went to Huobi, and then it did like another 5x. So who knows? And politics, Trump still hates Bitcoin. We got the Democratic caucus coming up next year. And anything else? News? The economy looks like it's surging still. So does Trump want a recession? No, Trump does not want a stock market crash. So hopefully the market keeps going into Trump's next presidency, at least until 2021 when he's already elected. And entertainment news. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, so you should go ahead and see it. I think like 8.7 on IMDb, so really good reviews. Another Tarantino masterpiece. No, I wouldn't say masterpiece unless you thought Insidious Bastards. I always forget that first word. Inglourious Bastards was a masterpiece. And if you like other Tarantino movies, you'll probably love this, okay? And the new Lion King, they say it's just like the old one, but with CGI animals. So if you love your CGI animals, you'll love this, because the original story was awesome and heartbreaking. And Beyonce is Nala in the movie. And sex, anything with sex, drugs, or violence. No, remember, even though you're like, I don't need sex, it makes you happy or whatever, jerking off, sex, whatever you want to do. So go ahead and do it. Watch your porn if you want. And that should decrease violence. There's usually a negative correlation between watching porn and violence, but I've never read up on the studies. I mean, and they've probably done newer studies, but the old classic Utah studies were decrease in violence in Utah or Colorado, wherever it was. And that's it. Thanks for watching. And like, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks.